As with any page layout program, Layout has some drawing tools that we can use. It has a pencil tool such for creating straight lines. It has a freehand tool. Now notice how each one of these tools actually has a pull-down menu next to it, so you can actually switch between the tools. We also have arcs, and we have several different types of arcs that we can use as well. Now let's go through each of these tools and see how they work. Instead of drawing on our existing document, I'm actually going to create a new document. And in this case, I'm actually going to use some graph paper. So let's go ahead and open that. And as you can see, we've got this basic graph paper. So let's go ahead and work with the pencil tool. So I'm going to go ahead and select the pencil tool. Now notice when I have this graph paper up how I'm actually snapping to the grid points. If I did File, New, and created one that didn't have the graph paper on it, you could see how the line tool just moves freely. So the graph paper is really handy if you want to do very specific types of drawing where you need to snap to a grid or something like that. Now the line tool works pretty much like the tool in SketchUp. You just click and just lay out your points for your line. Now if you want to control the curvature of a line, you just click and drag and you can get a Bezier type of curve. So this is nice for creating curvature. And again, if you just left click and hold, you can create curvature here. And then if you want to, you can close the curve just by going back over your starting point. And once you do, it'll actually create an enclosed curve with whatever color you've selected. Now, once we have this object, we can select the object and then manipulate it. This is the selection tool here. The shortcut is the space bar. And once you have that active, you can just drag your shape wherever you want. Now notice how also on the corners we have all these little kind of arrow icons, and those just allow us to scale it in whatever direction we want. Now if we don't want this, we can always hit the delete key. So that's the line tool. Now we also have a freehand tool which allows us to just draw however we want, whatever shape and so on. So those are the basic line tools. We also have arc tools. So the first one is just the basic arc. And what you do is you basically lay down the radius of the curve, and then you click and drag, and then you can sweep out however much of that circle you want. Let's go ahead and delete that. The next one is called a 2-point arc. Now what this does, it allows you to create, again, a baseline